Okay guys, welcome. This video is made possible by the EA Creator Network. I want to explain to you and show you how you can start Ultimate Team early and how to start Ultimate Team. Thank you very much EA for giving me the game early to make this tutorial for you guys. Now let's get it started. First of all, fantastic UI, but let's just go straight into it. Ultimate Team, how to start Ultimate Team, and let's get it started. So the first time you load up Ultimate Team, if you are watching this around September, you're going to see that promotion there, and then you're going to choose your starter pack. Now, typically speaking, some teams are better. Now, I always go for England just because the variety of players, the different leagues, like your League 1, League 2, League 3, and a lot of English players there. It's a bit easier for the SBCs. Some people like other way. I do it a bit more of an efficient way. So I go with England. Once you choose it, you'll be presented with an Ultimate Team pack as well. We've got centre mid, and I actually have no idea who that is. Who is that? Oh, it's Henderson. How could I forget how he went? So if you get a very good card here, you are extremely lucky. But the chances are you won't get an amazing card. So you can see, for example, here.
There are some building blocks. This club will really benefit from your arrival. Take a minute to see who's here, and when you're ready, press advance.
So I left the audio there so you guys can hear it as well. So I'm just going to press advance. This is the new structure. This is the new team. You can see the chemistry. Don't forget, there's no position.
Your job will be to sign a loan player and improve one position. Select any player to replace with a newly signed loanee.
So you get a free loan card. This just basically gives you a tutorial. So we have to click on a player. So we're going to click on this guy over here. And we're going to replace him. And then you get a loan card. Now, this is very important. It depends who you get. I would say choose an attacking player, a striker. That is probably going to give you the best performance, because when you start the game, you're going to have 10 loan cards or 7 for a player. That's like, if you, let's say you get an Mbappe, for example, you could put that player up front and it would really give you the advantage. Now, I'm going to go with Malin because he's the most attacking player here. So I wouldn't go with the defender. I would go with the attacker, even if you can't fit him into your team. Let's say you have Malin, but you decide you want to go with a Premier League team. Don't worry, even as a substitute or even on 1 or 2 chemistry, he's still going to be a fantastic player. So I always go for the most attacking player.
That'll definitely help. Loan players join your club for a set number of games before they leave. Hopefully, they'll help you win a few games on the way.
Exactly, help you win a few games on the way.
Matches, you'll need some kits. Choose from these for now.
So we're going to choose a kit.
As you find new kits in the game.
So you can buy actual kits, but this is very important. Always choose the most expensive kit. It will just save you some money. So if you're a United fan, you could take the United kit. But France, that kit is generally quite good and easy to see. And if I want to buy the French kit on the market, it might be expensive in the first couple of days. So I always go for the most, either best looking kit. This Argentina kit looks extremely nice. But to be honest, for my first couple of games, I don't want 2 blue colors. That's going to be very difficult to see. I don't want to spend money on a kit unnecessary, so we're going to go with France.
The fans will want to cheer you on, but you need to
then we're going to choose a badge. Same thing here. If there was an Arsenal badge, I would of course choose that. But we're going to go with LAFC. I really like that badge. And there we go. That's your badge selected.
That was easy. The next part's up to you. Get out on the pitch and start playing. Master trading.
Okay, now this is very important, okay? When you start the game, if you played FIFA 23 and you had an FC point balance, you have to change it now. If you don't, then the FC points are going to be stuck in last year's game. So if you're not too sure, press this button, but do not press no, because in your FIFA points, you can't transfer. This is a one-time thing, guys. So make sure, yes, I want to transfer and convert my point balance from FIFA 23 to FC 24. And to be honest, I didn't really. So here we've got founder rewards. I think for those of you that played last year, I think everyone would get founders because this is the new FC 24. So this is the new start of the game. So you can see learn upgrade and you got moments. So we're going to skip this. And we're going to press circle and exit back to Ultimate Team. Now, there's a complete different UI here, guys. You got the L2 button. You press the L2 button. And what you can do is you can navigate through the tabs. So you got play. And this is where you can play your co-op, your moments, your squad battles. I'd recommend playing squad battles as well. Your rivals. If you have your first 10 hours or so, maybe you can skip through squad battles or skip through rivals. It depends how you want to play it. I'll get on how to spend your 4,600 points as well. We've got Foot Champion, which is starting in 43 days time. Friendlies, PlayStation Tournament, and online draft and single player. Now, online draft, if you're going to spend FIFA points, if you get the 40.6k, 4,600, should I say, FIFA points, or FC points rather, should I say, and if you're a good player, I would say rank 4 and above, I would say go for draft. It allows you to use these different players that you've never used before, try out different play styles, and you get rewards on the way. So I'll definitely say begin the draft, use FC points, and I would spend it on the draft if you have the FC points on your account. But this L2 button is really cool, so you can switch between them. You can go to your club, and then you can see your squad. We have the new one this year, which is called Evolutions. This is going to be the new features where you can basically put a card in and you can upgrade it. One of my favorite features, you can even scan this QR code on your screen as well. One of my favorite features this year. So for example, if I want to upgrade Gomez, I'll get 1 physical, 1 dribbling, and 1 passing. Now, this is really cool. And you can see on the right-hand side, has to be an overall of maximum 80 pace, 90 pace, 80 overall, and 80 defending. And you can upgrade these players. So you can slot any player you want in. And you can look at this one, for example. You can see here, overall, 80 centre-back. Position's got to be centre-back. 65 pace maximum, so that way you can't put someone who's got 90 pace in and make it extremely overpowered. And some of them, they do cost FIFA points. Like look at this one, Relentless Winger, 79 over rated, 91 pace max, but you have to either spend 50k coins and 1k FIFA points. To be honest, I think this is a good idea, because if you haven't got the coins, you can spend the FIFA points to do it, and that way you don't have to take a chance on packs and hopefully make the money. You can only evolve one player at a time, guys. So if you choose one player, let's say for example, if I select player, let's say I chose Burn, for example, right? If I start the evolution, that's it. You can only evolve one player at a time. So evolution is going to be one of the new ways of playing FIFA, FC should I say. No more FIFA, just remember that. I highly recommend playing it. Then we've got the different shortcuts. You do have squads as well. This is your squad. Now, what I would recommend, okay, we're going to go over the packs in a second. Just have a look at all these. There's going to be, you also want to see objectives as well. So the shortcuts here are very, very seamless. You can just go to the objectives, get all the objectives done. You can have the simple ones like name your squad and all that stuff. The seasonal ones that will come out every seasons. And then you're going to have the milestones as well. You're going to have all of that as well. You can do these. And the good thing about doing in the foundations, the good thing is you get FIFA coins for this. So if you're not sure what to do, the best thing is to go through this and do these milestones like that. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to head over to the store, and whether or not you'd have the welcome packs or not, I'm going to show you a pack. I'm going to open one for you. We've got a Foot Founders pack or FC Founders pack, and then we do have another pack from EA. So we've got the loan one. So this is the pre-order pack. So we get the Icon Haaland and 2 ambassador packs. This is if you pre-ordered it. So we're going to go ahead now and choose the ambassadors. Now, which ambassador do I want now? This is the question. Now, a tactical decision. Binny is probably the best player here on paper, but I prefer Son because he's got a 5-star weak foot. And I think, realistically, I'm going to go with Son here. Now, many people go with Vinny, and that's completely fine, but I would always want a 5-star weak foot up front. But typically, the more expensive player, you want to purchase them. Then we've got a second choice. I believe it's 1 female, 1 male, I presume. So I'm going to go with Sam Kerr. I was hoping it was 2 random, but I get Sam Kerr and I got Son. So I've got 2 attackers. So now, I have the original loan card. I got Malin from the beginning, and I got Son, and I got Kerr. Like that, simple as that. And then I'm going to go in a Foot Founders pack. We're going to open this now. Let's see who we get. This is the first time I'm actually seeing a pack opening as well, guys. This is one of the first times as well. And who do we get? We got a club nickname. Okay. I was hoping here we'll get at least an 83 rated player. Okay, so there's nothing in the pack. It's just a cosmetic pack. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, we do get an FC Evolutions though. That is interesting. That's a token, I believe, that you can use for the FC Revolution. Now, you probably can't see in the top corner as well. You can see in the top right corner, I do have some FIFA points. I have my introductory FIFA points. Now, every day you want to open the preview pack. Press X, you want to open the preview pack. Now, this is the best system to get. Now, I've got a French right back, and it's from Lille, I believe. I don't know who this is. La Plaquette, I think that's how you say her name, La Plaquette. Apologies for the mispronunciation. Now, the way you do this every day is that you check this pack. Now, do not buy this pack for coins or FIFA points. What you want to do is, you want to see this player or the preview pack. You press X to preview it. And then you want to go on Footbin or one of the websites and you want to search how much this pack costs. So let's say, for example, Tony Martinez was 90 rated, for example. Or let's say he was 85 rated. And let's say his current price in the market was 10k. So if you buy this pack for 7.5k, you're going to make 2.5k coins. All you got to do is work out, is these players, or all of this, I would say focus on the player. These are worth nothing, really. Are these worth more than 150 FIFA points or 7.5k? And then you buy it every single day if it's worth more. Now, we're going to open here a pack. I'm just going to go here and open a classic pack here. You know, I'm just going to open a 7.5k pack just for you guys. I'm going to open it with 150 FIFA points. Do not spend any coins on packs, not now, because you'll put yourself in a situation where you end up having no coins. Now, how do you create a starter squad? Now, let's say, for example, you got this team here. I'm just going to add them to the transfer list as an example. You can sell the players. You can see, for example, what they go for. You can see it's only one of them in the market. And you can sell it like so, like that, listed on a transfer market. Now, what I would say now, let's say you have a couple of coins. So I'm going to say in the top right corner, we have no coins. What you want to do is you want to go through and you want to do ideally the foundation SBC. So you want to go over to the SBC side. You're going to see squad building challenges, exchange your players, take players off the transfer market or players from your club to complete the challenges. And you can see you can also use it on the web app as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up and do the foundations. Now, I'm going to be completely candid here. These upgrade ones, do not do them. These foundation ones are good, but always press the R3 button to see what the rewards are. You see, the rewards are untradeable. Now, before, back in the day, there was a time where hybrid nations, hybrid and league nations, well, hybrid league, should I say, were tradable. Now they give you a rare mega and they give you a rare mega pack. Now, these are very good to do when you have a chance to do them, okay? You have to unlock it first. But the thing is, these cards are untradeable. So if you get, let's say, a Son and you can't trade him, yes, you'll have a good player, but you'll be stuck with it. So I would say only do this if you have excess coins. Leagues and nations hybrid are very good because you get coins for it. If this SBC costs you less than 13k, and that's the total rewards, then do it. So what I'd recommend is just, this is the way that I do it. It's a bit of an unconventional way. I do the foundations first. Okay, so first of all, we need one common player. So you can see here requirements. It gives you a bit of instruction. One common player in your squad starting 11, and you get exactly bronze. So we're going to start that. So we need exactly bronze. Now, this is very, very simple. You just have to add a player. You've got to add the bronze player in. So what we're going to do is don't choose the best player here. This is a mistake that a lot of players actually make. You want to go here to square, press add player. And then what you want to do is you want to go actions, and then we're going to press X to swap. And we're just going to put the bronze player as the cheapest bronze player we have in our club. And we're going to send it, and we're going to send Mr. Singh straight into the SBC. Now we're going to get a bronze pack from this, okay? Now we're going to open this bronze pack. Now most of these cards, in fact, I think all of them, if I'm not mistaken, unless they change it this year, are all going to be untradeable. Now you're not going to make a team using, I'm just going to skip this. You're not going to get a good bronze card. Now as you can see, look, all these cards are tradable. In fact, all of these cards are tradable, but these are going to help you complete the SBC. So right now you have two options. You can either go through the objectives, do the small objectives, but I'd recommend doing this way first. The way I'm thinking is, okay, let's say you're not spending FIFA points, you got no FIFA points. How would you do this? The poor man RTG or poor man RTG, the way you want to do it. Then you're going to go to the second one. Common, 2 players in your starting 11, exactly bronze. Now, one thing, okay, this is very important. Do not, if you chose England, for example, as your squad, you could put any player in, by the way. Do not, under any circumstance, so I'm going to use the off-league player. So here we're going to put this player here because we don't need him, because we don't need position. It just says any bronze. So we're not going to put any of the English guys in. Because we need some of those players. We're just going to go here. We're going to go to lowest rated cards. We're going to keep that position. I'll be honest, Harris is worth a lot. We're going to go with Salah because he's Romanian. I don't think we're going to need him. We're not going to need the links. This is why arguably it's a bit better to choose England, because let's say if you get a lot of English players, you can also buy English bronze players on the market as well. And you can press yes to don't show this message again if you want to skip this. So we're going to go like this. Okay, perfect. Now we've collected a bronze card, a tradable, another pack. So this is the way that you can grind it. It's very, very easy. Do you know what? To be honest, it's a bit complicated the way that they do it. But once you follow this tutorial and you understand the gist, and then I'm going to show you can make a coin for like 5k. This is a really good team that you can make. Again, we've got some more cards. I'm going to add them all to my squad. We unlock another bronze pack as well. And what you want to do is you want to immediately open that in a store. Don't wait to open that pack. Open that now. That way, if you've got some untradeable or a duplicate card rather, you can use it. So you can see here, we've got all the cards. Now, these cards are sellable, but we're not going to sell them for a couple of coins. But, for example, these could be worth money. Now, I'm playing this early access. So literally no one's got this game apart from a few game changers and maybe some media PR guys. So I'm going to add these all to my squad. But let's say, for example, you're seeing Shamrock Rovers. That's going for about, let's say, 300 coins on the market, you can sell it for 250, just under, make some more coins there. So then we're going to go back over here. We're going to press the L2 button, use the new menu as well. And we're going to go back into SBC, quickly flick to the SBC page. Once you know it off by heart, you know how to quickly do it. We're going to go to foundations again. And we're going to go to hat trick. So common 3 players, exactly bronze again. So we're going to do the exact same thing again. It's not asking us to choose a player, a specific position. So we're not going to choose a center mid for center mid there. We're going to leave the goalkeeper because we might need him. We're going to go with this guy here. We're going to scroll down again. So we're going to reset this. Don't, even though they force you to choose center mid, don't, unless it tells you to use center mid, don't. And we're going to go for an off league here. We got Wales, but he's in the EFL. So you see he's in the EFL. There may be an objective where we need 3 EFL players. So we're not actually going to choose this player because we chose England. We could have got English players, as you can see, and EFL in League 1, League 2. So we're going to go here with Inurusa, I believe that's how you say his name. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce any more names there because I know I'm just going to absolutely butcher this. Same thing again, you need bronze as well. So we're going to go here with Lee Won-woo, I believe his name is. Again, it got exactly 3 bronze. Same method. You just got to basically grind this. And don't worry about your main squad. These SBCs, when you give these cards in, you don't get those cards back. But they're bronze cards. You're not going to use them. It's not the end of the world. Okay, now we get a French card, goalkeeper. Interesting. I have no idea what that is. I'm just going to skip that. I'm not really much of a pack animation guy. Again, so these ones, as you can see, are all untradeable as well. So we're going to add them all to our squad. We've got a duplicate manager. For now, we're just going to quick sell him. Normally, you could try to sell the version that's tradable, but we don't have the tradable version. And just to save some time, I'm not going to go through keeping adding him to my squad and dealing with him later. We're going to go back to it now. I'm already getting used to it. So we're going to go back to SBCs. And then, and also you can flick L1, R1 as well through the tabs. And then we're going to go and complete the last SBC now, which is a pair of pairs exchange. Now, this was a bit of a complicated one, if I'm not mistaken. Common players minimum for exactly bronze. Okay, so you don't need... Okay, so before back in the day, you needed chemistry. You don't need that anymore. So it looks like we don't. So it's going to go here. We're going to go bronze. And one way you can do this quickly is you can press triangle. I'm going to press the start button. So first of all, I'm going to press start button. I'm going to click a player. And as you can see on the bottom left, you can see on the bottom left of the screen should be about there, actually all the way down the bottom left. See, I've chosen a striker. I press R1, then it goes to the next position. Then I can choose the next player without backing out the menu again and again. So we're going to go with this player over here. We're going to go with this player over here. And then we're going to go with this player. So we've chosen all the off leagues. I'm trying to keep all the rest of the leagues together. And then we're going to press submit. And unfortunately, we've got disconnect from the EA servers. Nothing wrong with that. Don't worry, we can just go back in. Sometimes this does happen. That is the Mad Ready Nike promotion as well. So we're going to go back into the left-hand side. Going to go back into the SBC. In fact, this might be a good way of explaining it. Sometimes you might get kicked. So if this happens again and I get kicked, I'll show you. So let me try this again. If you get kicked, okay. Now this is actually a glitch that sometimes happens. I can't explain why this happens, but the way to fix this, from my understanding, is you either just replace a player or you swap a player. Okay, now we're back. Basically, what we did is we just had to swap some players around, and then we got the silver pack untradeable. And that's Foundations 1. Now we also get a 2 players pack as well. So we're going to go to home, and then we're going to go to the store. We just want to see who we get now. You could really get lucky here, guys. So first of all, we're going to open a silver pack. I'll let the animation play. This is a new pack that we haven't opened yet. I saw the blue one and I got a bit excited for a second. I was thinking, can there be a chance? So these guys, again, are untradeable. So I was going to wait for the store. And now we're going to open the 2 players pack. I'll let this play. Haller, not a bad card actually. 83 rated, not the best, but untradeable. But that can play as one of our team. Okay, so now we're just going to do that update store, and that is basically, we've basically done that SBC. Then what you want to do now is we've done the foundation for that, and then you can start doing foundations 2, and then you can basically work your way up. This one you get some other silver packs, and you can work your way up to do all these, and it's up to you if you want to do them or not. They're not that difficult, and for the cards that you don't have, you can work your way up. And then you want to go to eventually to the gold packs, and you can get some gold packs. Now, I'm not going to waste my time doing SBCs, but you kind of get the point. And then for every card that you don't have, like let's say if you have like 3 players that are centre mids, but you need one other centre mid or something like that, you just buy it from the market. Now, assuming you have coins here, like I'm just going to assume you have coins here. Let's say if you don't have coins, there's 2 things you can do here. Now, I'll be honest, since most of my viewers are 30-year-old, 40-year-olds average, look, I understand most of you guys are not going to spend your time trading silvers, okay? So if you spend FIFA points, as long as you do it within reason and you're having fun, it's like a hobby. It's like the amount of money I spend on petrol, but like for my car, but it's just my hobby. But anyway, if you're going to buy whatever, let's just say you buy some packs. What I would say though, is the way you can make some coins is you can play squad battles. Or I would say squad battles, or I would say draft. You can play rivals as well, you can get some coins from rivals. But I would say realistically, squad battles is ideally what you want to play, or the online draft. You just want to get some coins. Now I'm going to show you can make a basic squad, just a basic squad here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the store. Now since most of you guys got the Ultimate Edition, we're just going to go ahead and buy some of these packs. So we're going to buy one of these packs. And I'm just going to get some, don't buy these with coins, whatever you do. So I'm going to let them play on. Who's this? Scotland. Celtic? Who's this? McGregor. Okay. So you're going to have some cards like this. Now, what you want to do is you want to go to the market and see how much they're listed for. That's basically what you want to do. You want to go to the market and see how much they're listed for. So what I normally do is go to the market and list them. If you're not too sure, for example, this is a really good card, we're actually going to keep them in a squad. But let's say, for example, I just want you to assume now, this is very, very important now. Let's assume all these cards that you have, none of them linked together. Now, although these guys are pretty decent, they're none of them linked together. So we're going to keep these in our team. We're just going to, let's assume now you're selling them because there's no buyers on the market. But let's say, for example, Ricardo Pereira, let's say people are buying it for 500 coins. Let's say people are buying 500 coins. You sell them for 450. So all you got to do, just for now, just to save some time, I'm going to quick sell. Don't do this, of course. And you can see I got 1.6k. You need about 3k, I would say. I'm just going to open another one now. So you need about 3k to make a good team here. If that was Mane, unbelievable. It wasn't. So we've got Sars, a good card. And then we're just going to, again, we're going to sell. So imagine you're selling these on the market. Don't quick sell them. Normally I sell these cosmetics because, you know, you can save some money. Even the chemistry style as well, sell that. You can save some, like if you get a hunter, for example, you can get some money. So all you need now, so this is going to be the 3rd pack that I open. As you can see, you can't really see now, but on the top right, we have about 2k coins. Gonna open one more pack. So this is about 500, 450 we spent on FC points. Now we get someone really good here. We get someone decent. I don't even know who that is, but appears decent. Morini. Okay, decent player. So now let's assume now we're gonna sell this player, and then we're gonna sell this player, and then we're gonna sell these. Okay. Like for example, the stadiums, they're worth a lot of money. Quick sell. Now, let's say for example you have what I have, which is, we're going to go back here, 3,000 coins. Now that is enough to build a team. And I'll explain to you the way that I build a starter team. Okay. Now what you want to do is, first of all, you want to go to your transfer market. Press the L1 button, head over to the transfer market. And there's not that many players on the transfer market. First of all, actually, we're going to go to the transfer list. Okay. So now all the players that we have here that we packed, realistically, these cards they're not going to sell, so we're just going to skip these. What we're going to do is we're going to send all the players to this club. So we're going to go here, press square, center club. We don't want to sell these players, okay? Now this is the way that I do it. This is such a good way to build a starter team. I don't know why everyone else doesn't do it, but what you got to do here simply is you got to go to the left-hand side. Let this load at the bottom. Then you want to go to the left, L2. In fact, maybe they changed. Hang on, L3, sorry. Press the L3 button. You want to go to Squad Builder, okay? Now, I would say go to Quality. You want to do Gold because you only want to play with gold cards, right? And you just want to go 442 and replace players, yeah? just like that. That filter. Now it's going to put all the gold players you have in your squad. Now, as you can see, with only a couple of K, you can see we've actually got a decent squad. Now, do not worry about chemistry. Just do not in the beginning. Listen, I'm telling you from someone who understands this game very well. I've been playing players off card for years. All you have to do is you just need a decent team that gets together. So you can see here, we've got a lot of, we've got Saar, we've got Very Fortunate, we've got Haller. Now, I don't want to use all my best players. Now, let's say we've got Danny Welbeck as well. So we're just going to put Son there. Now, as you can see, we've got Premier League, okay? So now the logic would be, we need to get players here from Premier League. So let's say, for example, we need realistically a centre-back, a goalkeeper, and a right-back. That is who we realistically need to give us some chemistry, because we already have Dan Burn there. We got Son, that lone card, which will play in strike, but Welbeck. And then we got Saar as well, which is League One. But anyway, so we got some chemistry. You can press the L3 button over here. You can see the chemistry. Now, the way that I do it, this is absolute genius in my opinion, right? I can't believe no one does this. Now, it might not work now because there's no players on the market. Let's have a look. So I want to search for Premier League cards, yeah? So you want to go here, you want to go League. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to check. If you're ever wondering how much does someone like Neymar cost right now, let's see if there's any Neymars on the market. I doubt it, but let's just see if there's any Neymars on the market. He's costing 1 mil. Still very expensive. I was hoping he would be cheap, but he's not. In fact, there's another card here, the cheap Neymar. If I had 93k, I would have bought that card. Okay, so anyway, back to what I was saying. So what you want to do is you want to go to the filter and you want to type in, you can do this on Footbin if you want to be very statistical about it, but what we need here, we need a centre back from the Premier League, okay? Then you just want to go to quality, gold rare. You press search and now you're going to see all the gold. Now, you don't buy a card that's 40k. All you got to do is basically, now when the game comes out, these cards will be much cheaper. You do max buy now 400 coins. So I'm going to choose another league here just to show you. So imagine this is Premier League. We're just going to choose anyone now. Let's say 300, right? 350s, 400. Anyone selling? I need at least one card here. They were okay. Now, normally it wouldn't be this price, but let's say, for example, we get, I don't know, this card, right? Let's say hypothetically we have this card, right? In fact, hang on. If I can do a Premier League example, it'll be really good. I don't think there'll be any Premier League cards under that amount of money. But let's just see. Hang on. So what you want to do is you want to find the cheapest card, gold rare, available from that league. So let's say, for example, we're making a Premier League team. Because there's no cards on the market, just assume here that we're searching the market. And then we find, okay, this card, okay? Now let's say it's a good card. Let's say this card costs 400k or whatever, or let's say it's a gold rare. You buy it and you press assign now. Now people are going to say to me, well, you wasted 600 coins on a card. So yeah, gold rares are 600k. Sorry, gold rares are 600 coins. Gold commons are 300. Now you see, for example, here, I have bought the card, but I can also quick sell it for 550. So what amount of money have I lost here? It's nothing. It's 50 coins. So what I want to do basically is I know realistically I need a centre back. So what you can do here is you can go to Premier League. And this time we're going to search for a gold card. So we're going to go for gold common. And it's just to create like just a cheap starter squad. Just to play a couple of games. Play some squad battles with against easy. So you can see here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy a goalkeeper. So we're going to buy this centre mid here. Jones. We're going to buy Bowen. Like so. Now you see, we bought them for 350 coins each, right? Now, worst case scenario, if we don't want them anymore, we can sell them for 280 and 270. So you see, we barely lose any coins. But the best thing is, let's say we bought those cards. Now we're going to go back to our squad. And we're going to add those players in. So we're going to go add these players in. We're going to put this card in. And then we're going to put this card in. Both of these cards, right? So now you've got a right mid, and then you've got another centre mid as an example. Let's just say, for example, I got the right positions. Let's say I was looking for a centre back, I got a centre back. And let's just say, for example, let's just say hypothetically speaking, that's the team. Let's just say, and let's assume here everyone's on chemistry or decent chem or in the right positions. Now let's say, for example, this card that I bought, right? I bought this card for how much? If we press R3 on him, we bought him for 350, Jones, right? Now he can play a couple of games for us. And let's say we don't want him anymore. We can literally sell him on the transfer market. So we can sell him for the same price. But let's say, for example, no one buys him. Then we can just literally just quick sell the card. You only lose about 60 coins. So do you see how you can make a gold team and play them? And you don't need that much. So realistically, if you buy each, let's say you buy each 11 players for about, let's say 350 coins, you can make a team for about 4k. And then what you do is you use some of these loan cards that you got and you just sub them on, or you play them on striker. It doesn't matter, they don't have 3 chemistry. There's nothing wrong with playing a card of chemistry. This is the biggest misconception in FC and in FIFA previously. You just need a card with good base stats. And then what you can do is you can then the sub bench. If you have some bronze players, you can fill them in as well. And then a sub bench, you can just fill them in. So we're going to put these cards here, like so, like so. And I'll give you another tip as well. Let's say, for example, you've played, let's say, now all these cards need contracts, okay? So you can see, for example, here, this card will need a contract. It's got 7 contracts left. That means I can play 7 games with him. After 7 games, I then have to buy a contract for him. For now, a contract card, the way you can apply a contract card is you can just go to here, apply consumable, and you can then put a contract card in. But these cards cost 250 coins each. So what you might as well do instead is you might as well quick sell this card and then buy it back. So do you see how you can make a very cheap team? And all you got to do basically, you just got to play here. You just got to go into a couple of games here. Realistically, all you got to do here is you just got to go to either rivals, or you can play rivals. If you got the game and the game's come out in 20 seconds, you can go ahead and play rivals. Or all you got to do then is just go to online draft. You can play that if you have the FIFA points. But otherwise, rivals is the best way to play, or squad battles. Squad battles is a really good way of making money because you get coins per game and you can play against these bronze players. So you can see here, feature squad. You can see here, 71 rated player. So you can literally play them and you get projected points. And let's say you get 606 points for that. And then what it is then you then get ranks. So you can then, for example, let's say you get gold 1, elite 3, which is pretty easy to get. You get 1 mega pack, 1 premium consumable, and 900 coins. So this is how you start your ultimate team. If you have FIFA points, you save a lot more time. If you don't, you're going to have to go through the grinding. As I said, the simple solution that I do is work out how much money you earn per hour. So let's say you earn £10 net per hour, okay? Now, if the FC points, let's say, cost you, let's say £10, okay? And that saves you 3 hours of time, then of course you spend £10 on FC points and you save 3 hours of your time in real life. It's simple as that. That's the most equitable way of working out, is it worth it? Now, obviously, if you're a student watching this, like when I was a student, I didn't even have £10 for lunch. So that's different. You're not going to spend that kind of money. But if you have the disposable income, work out, obviously, a very simple formula is how much time does it take? I'll be honest, FC points, nothing wrong with paying it, putting a bit more. Most of you guys got the Ultimate Edition anyway, so you can keep ripping packs. Or you can keep playing draft. I'd recommend playing draft if you are at that level, because then you can, the good thing with draft is, why I really like, is that you can actually play the game and then you can, okay, let's say you play a couple of drafts and let's say you lose. Let's say worst case scenario, you lose on a draft. There's nothing wrong with it, because if you lose in the draft, you still get, remember, you still get the cards. So even if you lose, you still get packs. So you might get lucky. You could get better packs for losing than you can for winning. So that's why I'd recommend to start in FC24, and then you can do the rest. Once you've done that, you can then go into rivals, and then you want to, after that, you realistically want to go and you want to play rivals, because rivals is the best way for rewards. When you are you new to foot? Yes, we're going to continue because we know how to play already. Rivals, you can see rewards on 1 day and 9 hours. So you can get a lot of these rewards. But that is, and then you can start building up your team, buying new players, replacing the gold cards. So once you get 500 coins, you could be like, okay, or let's say you get 1 grand, for example. That's foot champs. That's like a month away. It's probably not in there. Once you get about $1,000, then you can be like, okay, you know what? I can then upgrade this centre back. Now, obviously, when you're choosing some of these cards, do not choose someone with 51 pace, for example. But on the market, there was only, for example, Jones, which is actually not a bad centre mid. But you ideally want to look at the market. Let's say there's 20 cards available. Choose the one with the most pace. Probably the best way of working it out. But anyway, guys, that is how you start FC24. That's my way. Hope you really enjoyed this video. It's a quick way, kind of how to get it done in an hour. I had to build a basic team in like an hour's time. And then once this loan card runs out, you can swap it in. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos on my channel. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.